What's going on, guys? So if you've been following the new tier changes, then you'll know that a few cool things dropped down to NU this February, and we're going to take advantage of that today. As you can see on our team here, we have Verizion and Claydol, who both dropped from RU, which I'm very appreciative of. Alongside them, Mawile, Helio, Lisk, and Quagsire dropped. Maybe something else, I don't remember what, but that's not important. The important thing is that we're going to play some NU today because these things are down here. So to start off the team, we have Verizion. I knew that I wanted to have Verizion and I made a team around it. It's going to be a sub-SD, Sacred Sword, not close combat, Verizion. I think Sacred Sword is just more useful so that I don't drop any stats. I think it'll help to sweep out, my longevity if need be. And then we've got, let's see, Tubbs the Claydol. I made this team before and didn't have Claydol on it and realized I didn't have any hazard control, so why not use a Rapid Spinner, the best Rapid Spinner in the game pretty much. I mean, in terms of its ability to get a spin off, it's really good because it's resistant to Stealth Rocks and immune to any other kind of hazard, so it's basically, aside from Flygon, the best hazard remover, even though they have their weaknesses. But yeah, we've got Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Earth Power, and Dazzling Gleam here because not only does it hit fighting types, even though Psychic would hit them harder, it also hits the dark types that give this team some trouble because while I do have Sacred Sword, I don't really have much else for dark types, but no matter. We've also got Dust Noir with an Assault Vest. This is probably my favorite Dust Noir set. I just think it really is very, very bulky and underrated as an AV user. It would be better if it got some recovery moves, but it just doesn't so. But Shadow Sneak, even though it's kind of weak, it's good priority. Sucker Punch is also great priority, and it's dark, so I don't know, that can be helpful. Earthquake for, I don't know, just it's a strong move. It's a good coverage move on Dust Noir, I suppose. And then Facade, just in case I get Thunder Waved, Toxicked, or Burned. I think that Facade's really good for that reason. It doesn't have a lot of other good coverage moves anyway, so I'm gonna give that a try. I don't know, I'm gonna see if I can use Frisk with it actually, because I'm pretty sure I can't, but now that the move tutors are out, I might be able to. And then we've got Hug Me the Audino here with Regenerator. Of course, it's physically defensive. Especially defensive might be a better idea, but I do already have the Assault Vest, Dust Noir. Verizion has pretty good special bulk. I don't know, I could go either way because I also have the physically defensive Claydol, so I don't know. But it's got Heal Bell, Wish, Protect, and Knock Off. It's not the Mega set, which I guess could be good. I just wanted something that had utility, though it can very, very easily be set up on by fighting types, so. Or just let fighting types get a sweep off in general, whether they set up or not. So it's, I don't know, it's kind of a liability, kind of not. It's just a really good cleric. So, but then we've got the good old copycat Encore Leopard here with Sucker Punch and Knock Off as well, Life Orb, Prankster, Jolly, Max Speed, Max Attack, of course. I have used the Banded set in the past. That was my original Leopard set, but I wanted to give this set a try. I think it has a lot of uses. It'll definitely come in handy. And then we've got Zap the Rotom, Choice Scarf. I just needed something that had a lot of speed on the team, and it's great to have something with Volt Switch for sure. I do have things that can kind of handle ground types, sort of. Actually, not all that well. I don't have any water or whatever on this team. I just have Leaf Blade, so they could be problematic, but we'll see. Then we've got Shadow Ball, of course, Thunderbolt, and Trick. So that's a good enough overview. I think we'll just go ahead and get some battles. And no, I can't actually have that set with Frisk, which is not a big deal. I'd rather keep Sucker Punch than take Frisk, so we're just going to go ahead and get a battle. Hope you guys have been doing well. I'm working on getting out some more LP episodes, as well as, let's see, working on my side project with a friend of mine from home here. And that should be fun, but we'll get into that later. So he's got a pretty scary looking team. This could be dual screens, Xatu, which will definitely be problematic because if it is, we could have SD Buffalon, Shell Smash Caracosta, SD Sneasel, and of course Quiver Dance Vivillon, so yeah, we'll definitely have to be on the lookout for that, but let's see, what do I want to lead off with? I do want to lead off with my Rotom, but actually I'd rather lead off with Leopard here, as he does lead off with Xatu. That gives me a free chance to get off a knockoff on anything, and I killed the Xatu, so if he was not dual screens, it doesn't look like. And why? Hold on, I have to change this thing's HP real quick, because I should only be taking, yeah, I shouldn't have an even number. Where did that come from? Oop, that might have been loud. We'll just put it in special defense, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But he brings out Sneasel now, and that's not very good for me. Now, what do I need this thing for? It probably, well, it outspeeds his whole team, I think, except for this. And that's not good. My switch-ins for it are basically non-existent. So, I'm gonna go for knockoff. It does, this thing would help against his team a lot, but it's not really a big deal. Unfortunately, I can't copycat his last use, yeah. Unfortunately, he's faster, so I can't. Ah, damn, I'd really love to copycat that low kick, but it's just not gonna happen. So, I'm just gonna encore him. Okay, he goes for the Ice Shard. That's not a bad play at all. Now, I don't have too much I can do against this thing at all. Damn, that sucks. If he's only got Ice Shard, he's got low kick, Ice Shard, knockoff, and he could have Icicle Crash, and that would suck a lot for me, but I don't have too many other options but to go into Virizion here, so I gotta do that. Very unfortunate. Now, do I go for Sacred Sword? I guess there's no reason not to go for Sacred Sword. It hits his whole team pretty well. As he does go into Vivillon, I was expecting that because he can quad resist all of my moves, but not really afraid of that at all. So I'm going to go into Dusknoir here as he goes for Hurricane and doesn't do much. Please don't confuse me. He's gonna 304, 309. He's gonna go for the, what do you call it? Sleep Powder here. But there's no reason for me to try and predict around that. Now I can go out to my Rotom. As he goes into Caracosta. I really don't feel like giving this thing a chance to activate its weakness policy, so I'm going to go for Shadow Ball here, as that does a solid amount. He reaches 179. 179 times 2 is 300. 29 times 2, 358, right? I should still outspeed this thing. I don't think I can take a Aqua Jet though, is my thing. How badly do I need this? I don't need it terribly badly. And he doesn't go for Aqua Jet, so I actually come out on top there. He knows I'm Scarfed now. He can go into his Buffalon. But I don't really... He might have Pursuit. Nope, he just forfeits. Okay. Well, that was okay. It was only 9 turns, but it was an okay battle. It definitely had me scared. Oh, I should have given him the old have fun. There we go. That's much better. We'll definitely get a full battle here, I'm pretty sure of that. Now, he doesn't have any ground types, so I don't have a reason not to lead off with my Rotom. Oh wait, he has a ground type. I'm stupid, man. Seismitoad's sitting right there. I can't even register it. So, I'm actually in a bad-ish position. Now, does he want to go into it, is the thing. He might not. He might not. I don't care if he does, really. I do have my Virizion who can switch in on him. And he actually stays in here, so I'm going to go for my Dusk Noir as he goes for Shadow. Are you kidding me? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Okay. Well, I'm just going to stand and go for Earthquake. I don't really know what to say about that. As he goes for a Shadow Claw, I knock out his Typhlosion. Yeah, I'm just not going to comment on that anymore. The rest of his team can be scary, though. This could be Life Orb Armaldo, it could be Assault Vest Armaldo, or it could just be a standard Spinner Armaldo. This is almost definitely Toxic Orb Zangoose. Seismitoad comes in, and I don't have a reason not to go into Virizion here, except if he Scalds. Oh, please don't burn me. Alright, now I get a free sub. And let's see. If he switches into Virizion here, which would be a good play, a Virizion, I can... He could Bug Buzz. I don't want to waste this sub though. I'm gonna go for Sacred Sword, and he does Bug Buzz, which is totally fine with me. He's leftovers, so what I actually want to do here is go into Dusk Noir, as he might even set up a Quiver Dance. No, he goes for the Bug Buzz, but I take it. And I'm gonna go for a Shadow Sneak. I actually took that. I can't. Well, I mean, I do resist it, and the AV is there. AV Dusk Noir is a real thing. As he goes for Protect. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. Now, my guess is he's either going to go into. He's probably going to go into Ferroseed. But he could also go into Zangoose. I feel like he doesn't have a reason not to go into Zangoose. Yeah, so he goes right there. And the Earthquake does a lot of damage. I think a Sucker Punch to him will definitely kill him, but in combination with Toxic. Because, yeah, it definitely will. So, he actually goes for the Poison Jab. Not sure why. He didn't really have a... I guess he carries Protect, Facade, Close Combat, and Poison Jab. Maybe. So... Rotom could be okay to go into here. I don't know how much damage a... what do you call it? Shadow Ball is going to do to Seismitoad. I think I'm going to go with Leopard, actually. As he does go into Seismitoad here. I'm going to knock off. Definitely going to knock off. I don't really need this thing too much. And that does a lot of damage. He has Damp Rock, actually, so he has a Rain team. Okay, so he's... okay. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna go into my Virizion here. And, I guess I should... I didn't expect him to have Drain Punch. I guess I should pull a double into Rotom. Unless he just, like... completely psychs me out here, which he could, but I feel like it's really in his best interest to go into Vivillon. But he's Protect, Bug Buzz. I don't know. Maybe he's not even Quiver Dance. He could be Quiver Dance. Protect, Quiver Dance, Bug Buzz, Sleep Powder? I don't know. I feel like he's got to have Sleep Powder. But if he doesn't, that's really good for me as well. Unfortunately, he can still do a lot of damage to my team, so I gotta look out for that. And the Armaldo could actually be a problem because I don't have any water-type moves. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. So, if he ever makes a move, that would be really helpful. I don't know. Maybe Showdown's lagging. That wouldn't be surprising either. I don't know. Let's see. Any day now? I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the timer on. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the thing is lagging all that much. So he actually does go for the. He got me there. He goes for the rain, and he's definitely swift swim. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So a scald's gonna hurt. I feel like even as I don't know, this is gonna be tough. Scald did hurt, didn't burn. I have to go for Leaf Blade here. I don't really have an option. So, I don't care if he goes out into Vivillon. I have switch-ins to that, kind of. Rotom can switch into that just fine, I think. And I will outspeed him if he goes for the Quiver Dance. So, that's something to remember. Come on, man. Make a move. Make a move, bro. Bro, we ain't got all day. Alright, cool. So he goes for the Bug Buzz, and that doesn't do a lot to me. And he's gonna go... he's gonna go for Protect here, right? He doesn't have a reason not to Protect, is my thing. So now that he knows that I'm going for that, he's gonna switch into his Seismitoad. He's gonna switch into Seismitoad here. And he can still play around with his Ferroseed. If he goes into Seismitoad right now, then... Man, he's taking a really long time to think about this. I don't know. No, I don't want to Volt Switch. Or do I? The Protect made it so obvious. I'm gonna Volt Switch. He did do it. Why would he do that? That's so crazy. I don't know what he's thinking. Like, I mean, he's doing the right things, but I don't know. And he makes a good play there, but it didn't really matter. Now I can what do I do? I feel like he could switch into Vivillon, but he's been like switching that on and off, so it's really hard to tell. He didn't switch last time, right? He set up the rain. So this time he'll be expecting me to expect him to do that again. I don't know. I'm going in to Rotom. As he goes for that. Now I can just go for a Shadow Ball. I'm in a better position because of this now. So, I mean, I could have knocked him out, so I don't know. Alright. I'm going to go into my Audino here as he goes for the Scald. And then pull a switch out into... Okay, he's got Armaldo. That's not great for me. I'm gonna knock off. I could go for Protect right here, but if he's an SD Armaldo, I don't want to mess around with that at all. So I'm gonna go for the knockoff because I can take a hit regardless, as he's not. He's Cross Poison, huh? Okay. So I'm going to Protect on this turn. He's not Swift Swim, which is interesting, and I don't know why he's going for Cross Poison. But I'm gonna Wish. As he goes for the X's are there. That's fine with me. I'm just going to go into my Rotom. He'll probably expect me to want to, what do you call it? Go into Brazion because it is so low, but I'm not going to do that. As he actually just goes into this, which is fine because now I can kill it with a Shadow Ball, hopefully. I mean, I did 41 last time, so it might be a roll. But I'm in a very strong position. He could go into Ferroseed, but I am weakening his team considerably. Actually, he goes into Armaldo, which, oh, does actually live the hit. Huh. What move does he have to hit me, though? Stone Edge might, but he's not Life Orb. So, I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball. As he goes for the Cross Poison, doesn't get the poison. So I actually get a kill here against the Armaldo, which is great. I don't necessarily need Virizion right now. Though, actually, I might need it for that Ferroseed. Definitely might need it for that. But he's trying too hard to predict me now, which is good that I'm not giving into it, I guess. And so that I'm up a little bit right here. Claydol is not looking particularly useful as he goes into Ferroseed now. I'm just gonna go into Audino. Go for the knockoff, I think. I think going for knockoff is my best bet. As he actually switches into Seismitoad there. Though, honestly, I don't understand. Virizion was my best play against him. So, he could go for the... I don't know. He could go for the Drain Punch right here. And I'm a bit worried that he might. So, I'm not going to mess around. As he does go for that. Now... he asked me how I am. Good. How about you? Question mark. Try and show a little bit of sportsmanship here. Be a nice guy. Talk to our opponents. As he goes into Vivillon, this thing is interestingly defensive. I'm just going to stay in his Shadow Ball. I don't really think he can hurt me. And I do have Heal Bell if he does, for some reason, carry Sleep Powder. So I'd rather just get some more damage off on this thing. He actually carries the Stun Spore. So that's not good. But on the bright side, he can go for Protect here and then switch into his Ferroseed. Oh, he actually does not go for the Protect. I didn't even know this thing got Roost. Okay. So he's got Stun Spore, Bug Buzz, Protect, and Roost. Huh. Well, this thing will stall me out pretty easily, I guess. But I'm just gonna knock off. And if I do knock off his leftovers, he'll be a little less bulky. As he just goes for the Bug Buzz, which is great because his leftovers are now gone, and he won't have any passive recovery. He'll have to go for the oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get up Rocks. I'm definitely getting up Rocks. I'm gonna Wish. Alright. I'm not gonna Wish. Going to Heal Bell. And then go into Claydol, get up those Rocks as quickly as possible. Alright, that's... Alright. Come on. You're being obnoxious now. He's just turning this into a stallier battle than I want it to be. But, he does go into Toad now. I'm gonna Protect. He won't set up the Rain on this turn, I don't think. But I really do need to get up Rocks because nothing on his team has any sort of passive recovery. I completely forgot I had Rocks. As he does go for the Drain Punch here. He's gonna go for Scald on this turn, most likely. I think. I would love to get a Wish off to Virizion, but I'm not gonna be able to do that. And I think going into Viriz right now will definitely force him to go into his Vivillon because he knows he has to keep this thing around. And he goes for the Drain Punch, which is whatever. It's totally fine. I'm not really bothered by that. Actually, I am kind of bothered by that. Let's see. Can I do this? I'm gonna go into Tubbs. Go for the rocks. He can't get rid of them. He can Scald right now if he wants, but I don't see this thing doing any work against his team regardless. So Scald doesn't even take me down to half. So I can actually go for an Earth Power right here, which I'm going to do as he goes for the Scald, which is fine. He burns me, which I don't care about, because at this point I can bring in my, what do you call it, Rotom. I think I should Trick. Trick's my best play. He's going into Ferroseed. He goes into Vivillon? That's so bad. Okay. Well, he's only got one move that can hit me, and it's not gonna hurt, so yeah. Okay, he gets the Spidef drop. That's fine, I think. Yeah, because I think Rotom can clean up right now. I can take away his Eviolite if I want, and that'll be helpful. His Eviolite on his Ferroseed, that is. I can kill Seismitoad from where it is, and that should be that. I don't think that Ferroseed can do anything to me to prevent me from tricking him. He might be able to set up his Leech Seed or whatever, but I can switch out. So I'm gonna Trick. That's my better play. Because he won't get an item, and I'll get his Eviolite, which doesn't matter. But he does go for the Leech Seed, and that's okay. I'm just gonna Volt Switch. I know it won't do much of anything, but and as I go into my Audino, I'm thinking he's gonna want. Okay, he's got Giga Drain, so I feel like he's really gonna want to go into Seismitoad here because he can Drain Punch me or Scald my Rotom. And I don't think he can do much to Rotom anyway. As he goes for Curse, that's not good. I'm gonna Shadow Ball. He's got Giga Drain and Curse. Shadow Ball does a lot, and I get the Spidef drop. Yes, this is great. So I think that Spidef drop really saved me. I really do, because now I can 2-hit KO him and kill the Seismitoad with a, what do you call it, Shadow Ball. So this was actually a really close but fun game. I had to think about it. You guys obviously heard me thinking about it the whole way, and despite the fact that fun game, despite the fact that he had Shadow Claw Typhlosion, it was still a really good game. The Seismitoad put a lot of pressure on me, and I had a great time. But since that was a 50-turn battle, I feel like it took a really long time. I'm gonna tell him to take care, and then give him a smile, and then be on our way. But yeah, since this game was so long, I'm gonna end the episode here, and I'll be back very soon, probably tomorrow or the next day with part 2. And until then, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.